I'll get you with my kung fu.
You kung fu?
Like this.
Wait a minute, what?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Hector Martinez coming to you from Charles Damiano's Bruce Lee channel. And today we have an incredible episode in store for you featuring Sifu Tony Santiago. And Tony Santiago is going to be demonstrating his JS Wing Chun as well as Jeet Kune Do, and the one that everybody's been waiting for, his 1-inch punch. So get ready, everybody. This is going to be an amazing episode. Once again, Hector Martinez coming to you from Charles Damiano's Bruce Lee channel. And Charlie, remember, I'll get you with my kung fu.
Hey guys, Hector, thank you for that great introduction to Tony Santiago and myself. I'm really excited to be here today because we're in Sifu Tony Santiago's crib.
We're at the crib.
Yes, man. And he has a beautiful setup here. As you can see,
I gave a little layout, you know, so that
collectibles,
so that Hector could get used to getting trophies and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I know you guys have been waiting for this episode because today we're going to demonstrate Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch, but Tony's also going to break down the mechanics behind it before we do the demonstration and tell you the different versions of the 1-inch punch and who he learned them from. So I'm going to pass this off to you,
sure.
So you can give us a whole history of where it stemmed from.
The first time I seen Bruce Lee do this in Long Beach, I said, I gotta learn that, okay? And it took me 6 months to master it, all right? 6 whole months, but it takes a lifetime to really perfect it.
I'm getting excited here.
So, I picked up this book on James Damao, rest in peace, and I learned a lot from here of how he did his inch punch, because he was one of Bruce Lee's students, you know? And then I trained with Howard Williams, and Howard Williams showed me how he did the inch punch from Oakland. And then Guru Dan,
Oof.
he came up, and my Sifu, Neil Khalid, he says, Tony, you sure you want to do this? I said, yeah, I want to feel the inch power, you know?
And that's what I'm going to feel in a second, guys. I'm looking forward to this.
So he says, it's gonna hurt. I said, it's okay. So they went and got a phone book, and I held the phone book like this, and Sifu Guru Dan came up to it, and he says, I'm gonna go through the first part of the book. So then he hit me, boom, right? I felt it. Then he said, I'm gonna go halfway. So then he went boom, and he hit me, and I felt it. He says, now I'm gonna go behind the book, and he went boom, and I felt that. So then he said, okay, now I'm gonna go through. So when he hit me, I flew back like 5 feet, you know, and I was like, oh my God, you know, this is what Bruce was doing. And the thing with the inch power is that it's so easy to apply when you're at close range. So in other words, if he threw a punch at me and I met him from right here, from there, boom, you know, he's done. You know, but we're going to demonstrate some of that today. It's going to be fun.
Now, where does the power come from?
Okay,
where does it stem from?
The way it
power?
breaks.
How does it break down?
Bruce used to like to use his forward side, his right side, and he would use his hip, he would use his elbow, and at the end, he would use the wrist power, okay? So from there, that's where he would do the inch power. Now, he liked to do it like this, Bruce. I like to do it from here.
Even closer.
Yeah. Because from here, it's
like
more like a
3
3-inch
inches.
punch.
Yep.
From here is 1 inch.
It's a true 1 inch.
But then what he did to Bob Wall was he came with a floating punch from here.
Boom.
And he went, boom! And Bob Wall, was it Bob Wall? No, it was Bob Baker.
Bob Baker.
He flew back, and I think he broke something here. And he had to go to the hospital that night. But those are the things that I'm gonna demonstrate to you.
mechanics also, besides the elbow and the wrist and the shoulder and the twisting of the hips, also you have a little bit of that step, right?
Well, it depends. It depends because Bruce would center himself like this, and then he would raise his heel, and then he hit
drop. So the drop came from raising his heel, where all the body weight gets behind the inch punch.
Me, I like to, if I'm gonna hit you from 1 inch, I want to use my whole body.
Okay.
You know, while Bruce would lift his foot and add more.
Okay.
You know, and he would push too, but you could feel it. You know?
So do you want to give a demonstration of this now? How it looks? Okay.
Yeah,
so let's set this up. So you're
okay. All right. The inch punch. This is the way I picked it up from Dan in Santos. He had me hold the phone book, and he says, "Okay, I'm gonna go through this much." So he stood there like this. This is the way Dan did it. And he went, just tap. And he says, "I'm gonna go halfway." So he put his hand there again and went halfway, right? Then he says, "I'm gonna go to the end of the book." And he got here, boom, right? Then he says, "Now this is the way Bruce used to do it." Okay?
So do that again. So you,
this is the way Bruce did it.
Let's try that again. That's pretty good, man. So you're just putting I'm just putting my finger right from there,
and then I'm pushing.
I'm pushing and going, boom. That's pretty good.
Okay, and the way I trained this was I used to take a coffee can and fill it up with sand, put tape on it, put it on a picnic table, and then I stand in front of it and hit it and see how far I could throw it back. You know, that's how I used to train with that.
So do more of a 3-inch punch now. Let's say what the 3-inch punch looks like.
This is a 3 inch.
That's like 3 inch,
This
right?
is 3 inch. This is 1 inch from here. So I'm putting my knuckle here. I'm going here from 1 inch. Okay? Now the floating one is from back here. And the way Bruce did that, he stood there in front of Bob Baker. He went like this. And he did this.
That one hurts.
That's what he did to Bob Baker.
Really?
Bob Baker went to the hospital.
I actually felt that through the mid into
the body.
Into the body.
But
Wow,
that's inch power. And the way we use this in fighting, again, if he throws a punch and I meet him, I'm here, I'm there already. See?
So you just need a little bit distance and creating all that power from that short distance.
Once I come in.
Yeah.
Once I step in, before this foot drops, I'm hitting.
Boom.
See? But in the trapping, most of the time, Bruce always did this in the movies because this is a reference point. That means that the guy threw a punch, so he met him. Once he meets him, he takes him out. See? But that's inch power.
Wow, I like that, man. Well, that was our little demonstration on the 1-inch punch. If you have any questions for Sifu Tony Santiago, please leave them in the comments below. I can tell you one thing, my chest is vibrating right now. So it did hurt, and I did fly back, so I was really glad to feel that power because it's incredible for such a short distance to generate that kind of power. Amazing. So we're also going to do some trapping here today. So in a minute we're going to start a trapping episode where we're going to actually mimic what Bob Wall and Bruce Lee did in Enter the Dragon in the opening scene, because all that is from Wing Chun, which Tony has studied, and Tony's going to break that down for us. So that's going to be coming right up.
Of course, boards don't hit back.
Boards don't hit back.
No, you don't tense up or anything. No, tense up, it's gonna hurt.
Okay, so don't tense up.
Tense up. The inch punch was done by Bruce Lee. Now, the way he demonstrated it in California was like this, and this is not an inch. This is actually 3 inches, okay? An inch punch is from right here. Okay? This is an inch away from the body. Okay? So what Bruce was doing is he was using the elbow, the shoulder, and the hip. He was doing that.
Holy crap, you knocked the wind out of me, dude.
Really?
That's an inch punch.
I'm good with kicks.
Can I do it? I want to do it. Yeah, let me.
I need to
No, it's a switch.
Just so you guys know. Just so you guys know.
Now,
Hey, you guys train this every day. I don't.
check this out. Now, this is the way he did it with Bob Baker. Victor, you breathe?
Oh, that's what this is from the Chinese breed.
This is, yeah, the Bob Baker, the way he did it to Bob Baker is he did what they call a floating punch. Punch it, taking it in. I didn't mean like this. Okay, now what he did was, he came from here. He showed it from here and he went.
Wow. That was a 6-inch punch, right?
That's a floating punch. Just one from here. The 3-inch punch is here. Okay, that's what 3 inches.
I think if first millimeter, now 6 inches. Now 6 inches is kind of
Poor paper.
You'll be a chance.
Awesome, crazy, right? Oh yeah, I'll be feeling
Say
it.
see.
Awesome.